What is happening, people? Steve Mayeda here. We just got done with one of our awesome free calls, which you should definitely join. If you're not on the email list for that, there's something down below. Or you could be a part of Austin Men's Development. You get all the information for the free calls that we're doing during the quarantine. But on today's free call, which is on April Fool's, April 1st, 2020, we covered part of the identity workbook. So there's a link down below. This is the 2009 version. Man, I've run online communities for a long time. And this is some really interesting stuff. So I actually just did the exercise. We just got done with the call. It took me 10 minutes to do the exercise, and it's really simple. Exercise 1, which is the only one that we did today, is that we, my dog's going kind of crazy here. Say hi. Are you going to say hi? Are you going to say hi? Yeah. Okay. Exercise 1, if you pull it up, it's pretty simple, but it's different. And there's a lot of particulars I want you to go into here. I wrote down mine honestly, which is pretty revealing. And then we can show you different ways of how to deal with that, get social about it if you want to, process through it, feel better about yourself. This is really an awesome thing. So basically, we make 2 columns on a piece of paper. We do our assets and our liabilities, and we just spend 1 minute on that. Only 1 minute. We don't do more than 1 minute because our list is going to be too long. And making a list, that's not what we're worried about here. What we're worried about is inventorying what's on that list. So in 1 minute, we're going to write our assets and our liabilities on our self-perception, how we view ourselves. Crazy. It's going to be all contradictory. You're going to be like, you're going to build all this weird masculine dialogue around it, which is fucked up. Okay, so in that 1 minute, what I wrote down for my assets is I'm a worker, and this is just 30 seconds on the assets, right? And then 30 seconds on the liability. That's how I did it. I'm an awesome worker. I'm a great dad. I'm a leader. I'm focused. I do good in the world. Okay, and then in my liabilities, I wrote down, I have failed, I'm a failure, I'm angry, I do not have enough, I'm a sad person. All these things we get conflicted about. And one of the points in doing this exercise is that we are able to see the reality of ourselves. And usually there's conflicts. Like a lot of times it's like, I'm a happy person and then I'm a sad person, or I'm an angry person, I'm a giving person. And we think we can't have those 2 things, but we can. And then also things like I have failed or I'm a failure. I feel that. So what? Why is it a big deal? We make so much about our masculinity to only be strong and powerful and never admit fault, which is a boy's interpretation of what a man is. It's totally stupid, but people carry that shit into it. The thing is I failed and I'm a failure. I feel that at times. It doesn't mean that I don't feel successful at times, or it doesn't even mean that in those same moments I may not feel, or I may feel successful and failure at the same time. So we totally use our insecurities and all this other sort of stuff to get in the way of seeing the reality within ourselves. All right. So now the second part of the exercise here is we go through each one of those of when we meet a new person. Now, if you do the newer versions of the identity workbook, there's more that we do for each one of these things, but this is actually where it gets hard. So we actually go, and maybe I should say this, the identity workbook was originally used as a social dynamics tool, but then it became this like crazy therapeutic tool. So when I meet new people, when do I feel this? Okay, so when I meet new people, when do I feel like I'm an awesome worker? When I meet new people, when do I feel like a great dad? When I meet new people, when do I feel like a leader? When I meet new people, when do I feel focused? When do I feel like I do good in this world? When do I feel like I've failed? Or when do I feel like a failure? What's the difference between those? When do I feel that I'm too angry? When do I feel that I've not done enough? And when do I feel that I'm a sad person? So each one of these things we need to write about, and we need to really take out of the dialogue that you can't be, it's so weird. Like in order to achieve excellence in yourself, you have to look at yourself. And when you look at yourself, you're going to see good stuff and you're going to see bad stuff. And it's not a big deal. I want you to write about it. I want to be able to really analyze this stuff on the different calls that we do going on. Guys, tomorrow's free call, I don't know what the topic will be, but we have a ton of calls tonight for our paid groups. And if you're interested in those, you can actually get on our paid groups right now for $10. So that's pretty cool. You know, there's a rebuild challenge happening, and that's what the $10 is for. Or you can sign up for MDX or TSL or those different things. But why not dip your foot in the water for rebuild and see where that takes you and see if you like the group dynamic that we have. But we're going to have a lot of calls tonight, and hopefully I generate a new topic for tomorrow's call on what we're going to cover with all our good stuff. So YouTube guys, Facebook guys, all those people out there. Interact in our groups. It's a good thing. We're doing an awesome thing with this quarantine. And I hope you guys are staying sane and safe. And I'm going to cut my hair today. I think I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to buzz it. This is never a good idea, but I'm going to do it. We'll see you next time.